Most gardeners think compost speed depends only on what goes into the pile. That's wrong. The material of the bin itself can change decomposition speed dramatically, and after testing steel mesh against wood in real raised beds and food gardens, I found one setup consistently created faster heat, better airflow, and quicker breakdown. But it also created a hidden problem that can ruin compost quality if you ignore it. A lot of slow compost piles are not caused by bad ingredients. They're caused by poor oxygen flow and unstable moisture. When compost stays too wet, it turns anaerobic and starts losing nutrients. When it dries too fast, microbial activity collapses and decomposition stalls completely. One thing that helped me control this better was switching part of my system to the Hourleey compost bin outdoor. The rotating design prevents compacted wet pockets that slow decomposition, especially during rainy weeks. I also like the dual chambers because one side can finish while the other keeps filling. I'll leave the exact one I use in the description if you want to check it out. So here's what actually happened during the test. The steel mesh bin heated faster almost immediately. Within days, the center temperature climbed above 130 degrees Fahrenheit while the wooden setup lagged behind. The airflow through the mesh fed oxygen directly into the pile, and microbes responded aggressively. Fresh grass clippings, kitchen scraps, coffee grounds, and shredded leaves started breaking down fast. But after about 2 weeks, the steel mesh pile developed a serious weakness. The outer layers dried too quickly. That's the part most gardeners never talk about. Compost microbes need oxygen, but they also need moisture stability. Too much airflow pulls moisture out of the pile, especially during hot afternoons or windy weather. I had to keep watering the mesh compost constantly just to maintain activity near the edges. Meanwhile, the wooden bin held moisture naturally. The wood insulated the pile better and kept decomposition more stable over time. But wood created another problem: compaction. Wet materials settled heavily near the bottom, and airflow became inconsistent. Some sections stayed cold while others overheated. This is why so many compost piles smell terrible. It's usually not because people added the wrong ingredients. It's because oxygen cannot move evenly through the pile. Once wet nitrogen-rich materials compact together, they start fermenting instead of composting. And that leads to nutrient loss. One mistake I see constantly is gardeners building compost piles that are too small. Small piles lose heat too fast overnight and struggle to sustain microbial activity. My steel mesh setup only started outperforming wood consistently once the pile reached about 3 feet wide and tall. Size matters more than most people realize. Another thing that changed the results was turning frequency. The mesh pile needed less aggressive turning because airflow already moved through the sides. The wooden pile required regular mixing to prevent anaerobic pockets. That's where tumbling composters help a lot. Instead of manually digging and flipping layers, rotation redistributes oxygen automatically. For smaller backyard gardens, especially container gardens or urban setups, that can save a huge amount of time while speeding up decomposition. But tumblers are not perfect either. They work best for moderate compost volumes. If you're managing several large raised beds or a serious food garden, you'll still want a larger pile system eventually. I use tumblers more as compost accelerators than full replacements. Now here's the part that surprised me most. The fastest compost was not produced by steel mesh alone or wood alone. The best results came from combining airflow with moisture retention. I partially lined sections of the mesh bin with cardboard during dry weeks, and decomposition became much more stable. The pile stayed consistently between 130 and 145 degrees, which is the ideal range for rapid microbial breakdown without excessive drying. And compost quality improved too. That matters because fast compost is useless if it produces weak soil biology. Finished compost should smell earthy, crumble easily, and hold moisture well inside garden beds. If you still recognize food scraps or leaves clearly, it probably needs more time. I learned this the hard way after adding unfinished compost to tomato beds one season. The plants turned pale because microbes were still consuming nitrogen during decomposition inside the soil itself. That mistake cost me yields. So does steel mesh compost faster than wood? Yes, especially at the beginning. The airflow gives it a major advantage for rapid heating and oxygen exchange. But without moisture management, that speed drops quickly. Wood decomposes slower initially but creates more stable conditions over time. For serious gardeners, the best compost system usually balances both airflow and moisture control. Once you understand that compost is really about managing microbial conditions instead of just piling organic waste together, your soil changes completely. And better soil changes everything from root growth to yields to water retention. If you found this useful, subscribe to FarmLogic because we test these methods in real gardens, raised beds, and hydroponic systems instead of repeating gardening myths. And share this with someone whose compost pile still looks exactly the same after 3 months.